Guys, it'd be so cool.
Wait, you gotta change the window to the clock. Change the window to the clock.
Change to the clock?
Yeah, like
display capture?
Yeah, so that way we could see the clock. It's literally 11:59.
Where's the display? Why is it not doing it?
It's 11:59.
Guys,
zoom in, editor, zoom in on the bottom right. Or you can do that in OBS. Wait,
everybody. Guys, wait. Hold on. Earnings upcoming. Look at this, everybody. It's a melee. It's an episode of Super Smash Brothers Melee. Open your eyes. What? Happy New Year! Oh my God! I literally looked away when it happened. Wow.
Now we're in the big 2-6.
Wow, isn't that was cool, Ryan? That was such a good idea. Because I was be like, I'll wait for the new year to happen and then we'll start the next episode.
All of a sudden, 2030 is closer than 2020.
Let's turn on that.
And I don't like that.
Let's get back in the game. What?
I said 2030 is closer than 2020 now.
Oh. That's so weird.
Yep.
Don't say things. Wait, hold on. I gotta text my daddy.
One thing that's weird that's gonna like really trip me up. When I was a kid, watching like YouTube videos, right?
He's probably not awake.
He's probably not awake.
I'm sure he's not awake.
When I was, who knows? He might be. Wait, no, it's a Wednesday. Well, now it's a. Don't shoot me! It's a Thursday. But like,
not only is it a whole different day. Wait, hold on.
It's a whole different year.
The watch is not.
I haven't showered since last year. I've not brushed my teeth since last year.
I literally haven't showered.
I
haven't farted since last year.
I haven't cleaned my room since last year.
That's actually not true. I've already farted this year.
I have not farted since last year. I've not eaten since last year.
Let's get me on the game. Let's click on the window.
And I get to do this last event match.
Okay.
Well, that's the first burp of the guys. I'm really sorry. I really don't like
first burp of the big 2026.
First burp of big 26. I really don't like burping like that, especially like
into the microphone.
Especially like on camera or like in public. But sorry, I like never drink soda. This shit better be laced. It might as well be.
My burps are way too puny. It upsets me whenever I'm like, oh, I got a burp, and then it comes out like, ugh. Whenever I go let out a big one, I'm like, yes, yes.
My burps only sound like that after a soda.
Soda. I want a soda. Editor.
Oh, he'll come.
Editor. Oh, he'll come. I want a soda. What's another one? The deed to my house.
The deed to my house.
Sorry, editor. I made you have to put all of those on screen.
What? Is this time? I don't even know. I thought I had to kill him.
Boy, oh boy. Seconds, anyone?
I was gonna say, when I was a kid, I would see, like, YouTubers be like... They would be like, I'm celebrating 10 years on YouTube. And, like, that just made sense to me, you know?
I do it as Louis.
Because I hadn't even been watching YouTube for 10 years when YouTubers would say that, you know? Like...
Damn it.
Like Peanut Butter Gamer, when he did his, like, I've been on YouTube for 10 years thing, I would be like, yeah, that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think when he did that, I think I had only been watching YouTube. I had only been watching YouTube for a few years, and I already knew that PBG was around longer than... Like, I already knew that he was around for a while, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when he was like, I've been on YouTube for 10 years, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense to me. But now we're approaching people that I, started watching the beginning of their channel. They're about to turn 10 years. 2024... In 2024, 2017 was 7 years old. That made me realize, oh my gosh, everything that came out in 2017 is 7 years old. And one of those things that was in there was, oh my goodness, Scott the Woz has already been around for almost a decade.
Damn it.
And so I'm sitting here thinking, oh my god, next year, Scott the Woz will have been a thing for 10 years. And that's crazy to me because I've been watching Scott the Woz, like since his channel started. I was low-key on that train, like, before most people, just saying. I've not been there since day one of Scott the Woz. Like, he already had, like, a handful of videos there. But I was there before the Relax-A-Lax shout-out.
Oh.
What, are you supposed to kill all of them? What's your goal?
I'm supposed to protect the egg.
Oh, got it.
But since they're chasing me, I don't want to pick up the egg, because if they're going to chase me, I assume that's going to hit the egg. But I think a bomb exploded randomly and just hit the egg.
Well, Pikachu just...
Pick it up? Yeah, I can pick it up. Ouch. Yeah, and they just beat up the egg a bunch.
Is that gonna kill the egg? Yes.
Yeah.
So, like, Scott the Woz is gonna be 10 years old. The Nintendo Switch is gonna be 10 years old next year.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I remember in 2020, it's like the same thing as, like, in 2023, things started turning 10 years old. You know, like, Steven Universe turned 10, Gravity Falls turned 10, Rick and Morty turned 10, which crazy. Rick and Morty, this year, 13 years old this year.
That's weird.
Like, that feels weird. And I hear a lot of people say things like this. This is another example for those who just watched the Galaxy videos that we just recorded, where I was talking about the ick, and being a hypocrite about that. I get like that a lot whenever people are like, so-and-so happened this amount of time ago, isn't that crazy? And then I end up being like, well, yeah, that's how time works.
Yeah.
And then when stuff like that happens to things that I know and I'm familiar with, and heck, I even might like a little, and it reminds me of my age, and I'm like, dang, 10 years old. Like, some really good, like, albums are gonna turn 10 years old.
What?
Which, honestly, that makes sense to me, because those aren't really, like, franchises. Those are just, like, albums. To me, those are more of just, like, flash in the pan, like, this is a really cool thing that happened once, and you just get to enjoy it for forever, you know? Not like Steven Universe, where that was, like, a series that kept going. That's, like, just still a thing. Because I get to be like, oh, yeah, like, Black Star by David Bowie, including David Bowie's death, will be 10 years old in February, I think is the month it came out. That makes sense to me, though. I'm not gonna be like, oh my gosh, how come is it... Granted, I've not been listening to David Bowie since 2016. I got into David Bowie in, like, high school, so, like, he was already dead by then. And I can be like...
Gruma Femme Fatales has dropped by for a visit.
And I can be like, oh yeah, Teens of Denial by Car Seat Headrest. That record's gonna turn 10. Again, that doesn't really affect me, because that kind of feels like a 10-year-old record. Also, again, I've not been listening to that album since it came out, because, like David Bowie, I didn't become a Car Seat Headrest fan until high school. I didn't become a fan of a lot of music until I was in high school. So, and I was a middle schooler in 2016. So it's like, yeah, Weezer's White Album is gonna turn 10, but again, that also makes sense to me. What other, like, really good music came out? Obviously, there's a lot that I know about that came out in 2016. Like I want to say Blonde by Frank Ocean came out in 2016. I want to say T-Pab came out in 2016. Dang, I really, like, don't know,
yeah, that's
though.
2016.
T-Pab is 2016?
What?
To Pimp a Butterfly, came out in 2016.
No, I'm just thinking 10 years ago was 2016.
10 years ago was yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's a lot of like really famous music that I can't think of that's gonna turn 10 years old that I just don't know because I don't like listen to it often. Oh my goodness, somebody. There was a there's a saxophone player on social media named Foolish Frankie. He like plays gigs and stuff, like that's his job. There was a video that he did where he played it was a video clip of him doing he did Uptown Funk at a show. I think it might have been a wedding or something like that. And he was talking about the tune with the trumpet player. He was like complimenting the trumpet player on something good that he was doing, and the trumpet player said, "Oh, I've just been playing it that way for the last 10 years." And all of the comments were like, "Oh my god, Uptown Funk is 10 years old."
What is happening right now? I did not read.
And
this does not do damage.
And that was something that also messed me up a little bit. Was I was like, "Oh wow, Uptown Funk is 10 years old now." I didn't think about that, because that was probably like 2015, 2014 maybe. Heck, if it was 2016, it's 10 years old now, or at least is about to be really soon.
Okay, well, that's it.
Super Mario 128.
Time passes, and it's time to get with it. And if you weren't with it before, you have a whole other new year to get with it now. It's time to die, I guess.
One thing that does make this different from Spirit Battles is that you in here you don't always get to pick your character.
I forgot that. I just fall.
Sometimes the game picks your character for storytelling reasons.
Yeah. Ready?
I don't know. Low-key, I'm not reminiscing on 2016 that much. Like a lot of the stuff that a lot of people are like, "Oh, 2016 blah blah blah." A lot of that stuff I don't really care about. Like, I was never a fidget spinner guy. I thought they were cool and I wanted them, right? But I didn't like watch fidget spinner videos. I didn't have a collection of them. I thought they were neat. I had like 2. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not nostalgic for fidget spinners the way that some people are.
I remember I thought they were like pieces like torn out of a car
car.
when I first saw them.
Because they look alien.
Yeah.
They genuinely do if you don't know what it is.
The design is very alien. Yeah, they were kind of stupid. It's kind of, I feel like, I don't know. I guess a lot of trends are stupid. Hey, this is that one time.
This is that one time. Are you specifically red?
What are you talking about?
Like, did the game choose you to be Red Link, or...
Yeah.
Okay, why? I don't know, I didn't design the game.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I did not design the game.
Sorry for asking. Shoot me, kill me, blah.
Oh my god. It's like, I don't know how people have like higher levels of play than just like trading, like jabbing at each other. Because like that's literally like all the gameplay I have with CPUs is they just jab over and over and it works.
It would be cool to do like a New Year's like party at some point.
Yeah, I don't remember ever having done something for New Year's.
No, me neither. For a long time, I think the first time that I ever actually even like excuse me, stayed up until midnight, cut that out of the video. I think the only
it is not getting cut out of the video.
I think the only time that I've even actually I think for a long time I didn't even stay up until midnight for New Year's. Like, I just don't think I did.
Yeah.
Because I remember, like, you would, and I would just be like, I'm tired, though, and I don't really care.
That's so crazy to me. How do you not care?
At the time. But, I mean, every year since I started doing that, I have done it. I remember the year before last, I don't remember what New Year's was like last year. And this is definitely going to be a New Year's that I'm not going to remember next year, because it's literally, like, any other day.
But Ryan...
Yeah?
It's with me,
well,
your best bro.
That's true, but I'm saying we're not doing anything special other than, like, recording videos.
That's literally the most special thing you could ever be doing.
Yes, but we do that, like, often, you know? Anyways.
Yeah, but how often do we do it and also it's New Year's?
Okay, Wyatt, give me a memorable New Year's.
A memorable New Year's?
Yes.
When we went hiking through the woods that one time.
What? I don't remember that. That sounds like a bit. I promise you it's not a bit. I have no clue what you're talking about.
I don't remember that. Stop making things up.
It really does sound like a bit.
I'm really trying to just kill this guy.
I was gonna say, because do you want to know the one New Year's that I happen to remember?
Are you kidding me, bro? What's the one New Year's that you happen to remember?
2 years ago, I finished reading Oyasumi Poon at like 12:30 a.m. January 1st.
Oh, I'm killing Bowser. I don't know why. Why did we spawn in on the same side? I thought me and Bowser were teaming up to slime Peach.
And I thought that was pretty memorable. For those who have read that manga, you can probably guess why. And then I stayed up for about another hour looking at every single piece of anything related to that manga that I possibly could. I need to read the other stuff by the author. I'm blanking on his name. He has a manga. I don't even remember what it's about, but he has a manga on my list. I think it's called Solanin. I think that's the same guy. I'm trying to remember what his name is.
Kill him! Oh my god! Peach, lock in!
I think you're supposed to be protecting Peach, I think was the thing.
Oh. Never mind.
Yeah, guard her until time runs out, yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Inio Asano, that's his name. But yeah, that was weird and freaky. was finishing Poon on New Year's.
I remember I made a video during New Year's one time, and that was a long time ago. It was one of those stupid vlogs on my Amazon tablet.
But it would be nice to, like, actually, like, get some friends together to do a New Year's. But the problem is that all of my friends have friends that aren't me, and they have family members that do things
and they're also
on holidays. And they what?
And they're also not me.
Yeah, so...
I need to be family with bro.
Yeah, all of my friends right now are doing New Year's stuff with their family, or doing it with other friends. And I'm like, that's... awesome. I've got a friend who's literally he literally flew out the other day to go visit family on the other side of the country, and I'm like, that's amazing. I love that for you. Meanwhile, I can't even get 5 people in a room for one day.
Do you want to talk about that? Oh my god!
Not real. I mean, I get that, like, none of my friends really watch your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But I kind of don't want to, but I don't know. I'll say this. I was gonna say, I'll say this, and then in my head, I imagine myself saying absolutely everything. You know what? I'll just say what I'll say. I posted on on Twitter, I saw a TikTok screenshot of, someone saying, at what age do we link up for bingo, because I'm ready. I, as a joke, put that on my Instagram story, on my close friends. I had about 3 people reply and be like, oh my god, hit me up, bro, I'm ready to play some bingo. Like, that kind of attitude, right? And about a week earlier, I made the remark to another one of my friends that I think that we should do like an end of semester party at his place. Because I hated this semester so much, and I wanted to do something that was fun at the very end and invite some other people from like my college, or rather from my university. And he was down for that, and then I got the bingo idea, and I was like, let's just have that be bingo. But the problem with that is that I wanted to invite more people. I wanted to invite the people that said, oh, I would gladly do a bingo night. So what I did was I made a group chat of people that I wanted to invite to bingo. And I initially wanted it to literally be held the week after the semester ended. And then one of the people in there who recently moved away to like another city, for university, because what they did was,
Oh, I'm still at the same percent.
was they, oh, that's crazy. Was they moved away to live in that city full time. They have their own place in that city, and they commute to university, is what they chose to do. And I genuinely forget that all the time. But they were like, well, I'm not gonna be in town again until the 23rd. And I was like, oh, well, that's really close to Christmas. I don't want to do bingo, like, right next to Christmas, because we're all gonna be wrapped up in Christmas. And another person in the group chat also responded, and they were like, no, I agree. So what I did was I just said, okay, well, because I asked them, I was like, well, are you able to visit home any sooner than that? And then they were like, no, not really. I don't want to, because I don't want to drive all the way over there. And I'm like, okay, that's fair. So what I did, at the request of one of the people in the group chat, was I made a Google form where all you had to do was just submit your availability. And it genuinely took all of the month for everyone to do it, and I don't understand why, like, to this day. 3 people, right when I sent it, did it right then and there, and then one of them said, hey, when is bingo night? And then I said, when I get off work, I'll check, and then I texted them back, and then I said, hey, so only you and 2 other people did it, I'm gonna go text everyone else. And they were really upset about that, and so was I. So I texted everybody else, and then one of them did it. One of them said, thanks, I'll do it in a second. And then the other one said, I don't know my availability. And then I had that talk with that person, and that person was your host right next to me, Wyatt.
Hey guys. Hey.
So I didn't care that you didn't fill it out, because I live with you. And I can talk to you anytime about your availability. So I didn't care that you ended up never doing it. And then, what happened was, then that same person was like, hey, do you have a date for bingo yet? And then I said, let me check. And then I said, nope, we're still missing someone. So then I texted that person, and I said, I need you to do bingo. I need you to do the bingo form. It's that simple, I need you to do it. And they didn't respond. So I was like, okay. And then a few days later, I texted them again, and I said, hey, if you're not going to do the bingo form, just give me your availability right here. And then they did the bingo form right then and there. And we're like, okay, what are the available days? And I went, unfortunately, there's, like, we're gonna have to kick somebody out. So then I texted the person that, the problem with this was that, I texted the person that lives out of town, and I said, hey, are you able to stay in town any longer? Because the 29th is the best day, but you're already gone. Like, is that cool? And they were like, no, I can't get out of that. Like, I'm flying to see somebody before then. And I'm like, okay. So we either have to do this event without you, which I really don't want to do. Also because it's the 29th, and it's literally in between Christmas and New Year's, and I don't want to have to deal with that. And the thing is that it has to be at the guy's place. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It has to be at this friend's place. So I need to make sure that they're available, and it just didn't line up. So I had to call off bingo, and it got me so irritated that I had all of these people be like, I would love to do a bingo night, and then I make a form for availability. They don't do it. And I don't know. And we have one person wait 2 weeks to do the form, which basically guarantees that we don't do it. So then I had to text the group chat and be like, guys, I'm calling off bingo. We're just gonna have to do this on a different month in the new year, because like I finally got the last result in, and it's actually too late. Like if all of you did this the first week of December, then we would have had all of December to figure it out. I mean, not really, because we had that one person visiting for 4 days at the end of the year, but we could have had a really like a large amount of time to figure out those 4 days.
It could have been great.
No, literally. But no, I sat there and waited for one person to do the form for 2 weeks. But I don't know, it made me really mad, because I was like, okay, whatever. I genuinely can't even get 5 people in a room for 1 day. This sucks.
It happens. Better luck next time, I guess.
Ha! I will definitely try and do something like this again over the summer. But for the person that lives out of town, I'm just gonna text them individually and be like, hey, are you available this week? If not, then oopsie poopsie, like, I'm sorry, you can't be involved. Or I can say, hey, pick a weekend for you to come visit us, like, on your own. Like, you get to have full control over when we do this. That way you are not, like, you know, bored to tears, on the way back home, or something like that. And I'm sitting here like, it would be so cool, because, like, I would really like to do, like, a Friendsgiving, or something like that. Or like a Friendsmas. I can't do any of that.
Or even like a birthday party. I don't think I've ever done like... Most of that's like family stuff when we have a birthday party.
I really don't... Like for us?
Yeah.
I don't need a birthday party for me. I don't really need that.
That'd be really good for me. I would enjoy a birthday party with my friends. And happy birthday, Earth. And happy birthday to you, the viewer. It's that time again where I talk to you, and then you get a little bit uncomfortable, and I like it a little bit. Anyways, bye everybody. Whee!